Dzień dobry, Gdańsk. I'm Will from Germany, and I'm very excited to speak here on the stage in my favorite Polish city. We heard a lot about AI. Yesterday about the speed of AI. Today, Marek told us something about data is the new oil and how AI can help us to extract more value from it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to understand Marek. His talk was in Polish. But I want right now to tell you a bit more about a focus, like going from something that is done completely by humans and then switching to machine only. That's a big step. That's very challenging. But there is a lean solution, which is human-machine collaboration to automate things. And I want to talk with you about and inspire you how you can build intelligent applications using the strengths of humans and machines. I want to use an example. Just please raise your hands. Do you know the TV show Silicon Valley? Oh yeah, there are a few of them, yeah. So if you saw it, I think it was season 4. In season 4, there was like this scene about the app. It's the Not Hotdog app, right? So it's an app, very simple. Go back. So, very simple, where you take a picture of something and the app tells you, is this a hot dog or not? So a smart, intelligent app. So this was the scene. Now we play it.
It's ready.
Please, God.
What will you say if I told you there is an app on the market?
We're past that part. Just demo it.
Okay. Let's start with a hot dog.
Holy shit! Yeah, it works!
Oh, motherfuck!
Huzzah!
Jinyang, my beautiful little Asiatic friend, I'm going to buy you the palapa of your life. We will have 12 posts, braided palm leaves. You'll never feel exposed again.
I'm gonna be rich. Fuck you, Guilfoyle. Do pizza.
Let's do pizza.
Yeah.
Okay. Pizza.
Not hot dog?
Wait, what the fuck?
Eh?
That's it? It only does hot dogs?
No, and a not hot dog.
All right, this app does really exist. You can download it and try it out, right? So if you don't know Silicon Valley, it's my favorite startup TV show. It's so fun. If you are building a startup on your own, you see so many parallels between your own life and what is going on there. So although Not Hotdog app is pure fun and silly, right? But it represents a new age of application that uses artificial intelligence to do something, right? And this one is Not Hotdog, and what I want to do in my talk is quickly show you how the Not Hotdog app was built, show you a new approach to build these kind of things in a day, and show you a live demo of an app that we have built for this event. If the tech works, you will see the live demo, how humans and machines work together to create an app like this in a day. So when building the Not Hotdog app, the developer faced two main challenges. The first one was data, and the second one was engineering. So data, it's about, I have to train an AI to classify. So technically speaking, the app is a very simple classifier, and the class is a hot dog, right? And the second, the engineering challenge was to actually bring a neural network to build it into the app that it runs on a smartphone, right? So there is no connection to the internet, but the app still works. So that was an engineering challenge, right? These two challenges have a very different nature. The data challenge is something that occurs every time you want to build an app for a new class. So let's say if you want to build something like not pierogi, right? You have to face this problem. You have to create training data to teach your AI what is a pierogi and what is not a pierogi, right? But the engineering challenge is mostly solved. Because there are now solutions like big companies, Google, Facebook, etc., work on tools that help you to bring neural networks onto an application very easily. right? But I want to talk about the data challenge, not so much about the engineering part. So the Hotdog app was trained with 150,000 labeled images, right? So 3,000 hot dogs and 174,000 other examples that are not hot dog, but that the app will likely see and then is able to classify as not hot dog, right? And so it took the developer, in this case, 6 months to master both challenges, both the data and the development, bringing the neural network on the device. And then people, when the app was released, it gained some traction, and people started to find weaknesses, right? That's what you want to do, right? Finding hot dogs, that's okay, but then, okay, what are the weaknesses of the app? So what people then figured out, one of the first things is, when you put ketchup on something, the app will say, it's a hot dog, right? So if you want to improve the app, then what you would need to do is to create, again, 3,000 images of objects with ketchup on it, so that the neural network learns this is not a hot dog, right? But this takes time, and it also takes resources to find out what do I really need to teach my neural net so that it is robust in the field. Okay, so there are two data challenges here. First is, what is a hot dog? So a hot dog, so the not hot dog app today works reliably in the US and in Canada. Why? Because hot dogs have hot dogs look pretty similar in the US and in Europe, in Canada. But hot dogs look differently in Europe or in Asia. So the app is not able to recognize hot dogs anymore in a reliable way. So you would need to create training data, and you need to collect how do hot dogs look all across the world, right? So that's one challenge. The other challenge is to anticipate what will people take pictures of. What is the neural network really facing? And this is something very, very challenging. You have to anticipate how the users and how will they use the app. And so there was, again, a scene. You have no idea what the users will do with your application.
I have to look at different hot dogs. There's a Chinese hot dogs, Polish hot dogs, a Jewish hot dogs. They're fucking stupid.
Well, here's one more for you. See, hot dog. It doesn't even fucking work right.
Right? So this is a challenge that is very, very difficult before you start your app to anticipate what is the app used for. And what I would like to inspire you is, if you want to build something like this, there is an alternative approach than going for AI only directly. And so the key is having a combination of human intelligence and machine intelligence. So start with humans and then scale with machines. That's what I would like to tell you about. And so what you would need is, you need to have for your application a source of human intelligence and a source for machine intelligence. So for human intelligence, this is something you can crowdsource, right? There are platforms that allow you to crowdsource, to harvest this human intelligence. So for example, Amazon's Mechanical Turk is the oldest one. It's 15 years old. And it's a crowd-working platform where you can just use their API. You can just forward all the pictures that are taken with your app, and then somebody across the globe, the first people to pick it up, and then they classify it, and then you can return it to the application, to the user, right? And then there's Swarms. That's a platform that we are building since 2 years, which does crowd working, but on mobile devices. So we use the idle waiting time of people. So there's somebody in Italy waiting for a bus, and we use this idle waiting time of 2 minutes to teach and supervise machines. So there are sources for human intelligence you can use. And of course, there are machine intelligence APIs you can use. So IBM Watson if you want. And there is also Google Cloud and others. And what is special, you can also put the neural network on the application. And the most advanced architecture is Google's mobile nets, which is specifically designed to enable neural networks running on mobile devices with very low resources that the smartphone provides. And so the basic idea is you automate this such an app in 3 stages. So the first stage, human beings, the crowd, does all the data interpretation, right? And then once you have enough data, this is what you get as a byproduct from human beings interpreting the data. Once you have enough, you can start and use off-the-shelf solutions like MobileNet or TensorFlow or whatever to train a neural network, and then let the neural network work besides, like next to the human being. So you can start to check what is the accuracy of my neural network with the data we have already created. And then once your neural network reaches an accuracy of, it can be 70%, right? Then you make a switch, and then you let the machine do most of the part, and the machine takes over, and the human being stays as a supervisor. Every time the machine is not confident enough, it forwards it to the human being. So a very simple scheme, you have your application, you forward it to a human being using one of the platforms, and the loop is a few seconds. So when I take a picture, it takes a few seconds until the human loop processes, and then you get the result, is this a hot dog or not? You can build this using existing platforms within a day. Second stage, you train the machine. And then you have the third stage, the ultimate stage, where the machine loop is very fast, so you can get results within milliseconds. It can run on the device, like in the app, or through an API. And you just use the confidence of the neural network, how confident the machine is that this is a hot dog. And if the confidence is lower than what you set as a threshold, then you ultimately have a human loop, and the human loop is again a few seconds. So what are the advantages of human-machine collaboration instead of going straight for machine only? So first is speed. So you can have a working solution from day one. The user experience is fair. So instead of an immediate response, we have a lag of a few seconds. But for some cases, or for many cases, that would be enough to show how your application works, to make a proof of concept, to raise money, like that's for startups. You want to show that something works, you want to raise money, and then you build something that is more sophisticated and works, provides a better user experience. Maybe you can even solve a problem already if time is not so critical and already generate revenues from a customer. The second part is accuracy. So because you use human intelligence and humans have abilities that machines need to learn with a lot of resources. So you have a high accuracy from day one, right? And you don't need to think about how am I improving my machine over time, because it automatically is improved because it learns from the human judgment, right? Even in the latest stage, when the machine is doing something wrong, you can use the human loop to reinforce the machine. So every time somebody takes a picture, you actually improve your machine with every single picture that is taken. And sorry, back. And the third thing is scaling. So the Not Hotdog app works in the US and Canada, but if you use human intelligence in addition to machine intelligence, you can release the app everywhere in the world. It doesn't matter, because you can also source the machine intelligence from all that. You can source the human intelligence also from these regions. So if somebody from Japan does a picture, you can use somebody from Japan to judge, is this a hot dog or not, or whatever you want to do. So we want to show you a demo. We have a few minutes left, and we have built something. Go back. So there is not hot dog, yes, but we have built something that we call not barista. Why? 2 years ago, we have a French press in our office, and I started to do latte art, so drawing hearts and everything, all that stuff on cappuccino, right? And I always ask myself, okay, is this already barista level or not? So I wanted to have an app that I take a picture of my coffee and my heart, and then the app tells me, yes, this is barista level. And so we built an app. It's called Not Barista. You can also download it at notbarista.com. And we want to show you how the first stage, when human beings do the classification, how that works. And so we just try to connect everything here. Give me a second. All right, Infoshare. Sometimes it doesn't work. Now I'm connected. Let's try. No. We give it one more try. I think the internet connection is not good enough, or is it? Yeah. Right, I'm connected. So I now open the Not Barista app. And so now I got a coffee here. All right. And then I now take the picture of that coffee. So now the app is processing, and so we are in the first stage. So we just released the app. It's not available in the iOS store because Apple questioned the usefulness of this app. We're still working on it. But Android is working. You can find it in the Play Store. And if the tech works, then we should be able to see on the other screen how like a human being, the person could be anywhere like on the world right now. The first who is available right now gets to see. Yeah, so this is now a crowd-working platform for mobile devices. So I just took the picture went to the platform, created a task, and the internet is not always working. Okay, now here's the picture now, and now a human being who is actually ideally qualified to do it. So my picture was just as a barista, and now I see, so my app returns me, okay, this is a barista coffee. So the tech worked. Okay, let's quickly go back. I have no time left, but let me quickly summarize. So everything is available for free, open source, so the app and everything, you can just take it, make it not pierogi, and then it's done within a day. And just to summarize, so the future that I believe in is human plus machines. Garry Kasparov said that machine will beat the best human, but human plus machine will beat the best machine, and that's what we currently see. The best chess players are teams of humans and machines. So the AI era is already here. Right now is the opportunity to automate things, right now. And you should check your case. Can you apply a seamless approach of humans plus machines instead of doing something very sophisticated and going for machine only? And yes, this is a fun project, both barista and Hotdog, right? But this approach works for real serious cases, and we are automating things in manufacturing, in fashion, in e-commerce, in many, many industries, right? And I'm here the whole week, and let's talk about your next AI application and how we can do it with human-machine collaboration. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Wilhelm Klat.